What if I told you that 90% of people will never build wealth, not because they don't work hard, but because they were never taught these 5 fundamental laws? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the wealthy know that schools never teach. Law number 3 is the game changer that separated me from living paycheck to paycheck. Before we dive in, smash that like button and subscribe, because financial education like this should be free for everyone. Most people think wealth comes from working hard. Wrong. Wealth comes from creating value at scale. Here's what they don't tell you. Your paycheck is directly tied to how replaceable you are. When you trade time for money, you're in the most replaceable position possible. But when you create value that serves hundreds, thousands, or millions of people, that's when wealth multiplies. Think about it. A doctor who sees 30 patients a day makes good money, but they're still trading time. But the doctor who creates an online course helping 10,000 people improve their health, they've leveraged their knowledge into scalable value. The formula is simple. Wealth, C, value X, reach. You can dig ditches with incredible effort and make $200 a day. Or you can solve a problem for 10,000 people and charge $10 each. That's $100,000 for the same solution, delivered once. Real-world example, a janitor at a school creates value for one building. But the entrepreneur who invents a better cleaning product? They create value for millions of buildings worldwide. Start asking yourself, how can I create something valuable once that serves people repeatedly? That's how you break free from the time for money trap. Einstein allegedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. But here's the secret. Nobody explains properly. Compounding works on everything, not just money. Most people think compound interest only applies to savings accounts. But the wealthy compound there. Skills. Each skill makes learning the next one easier. Network. Each connection leads to more connections. Knowledge. Each book makes the next one more valuable. Assets. Each investment funds the next one. Let me break this down with numbers that'll shock you. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25 with a 10% annual return, by age 65, you'll have $3.2 million. Start at 35, you'll only have $1.1 million. That 10-year delay cost you $2.1 million. But here's the part nobody talks about. The first 20 years feel like nothing's happening. You're putting in money and it's growing slowly. Then suddenly in years 30-40, the growth explodes. That's compounding doing the heavy lifting. The wealthy understand that every decision today compounds into tomorrow. Every dollar invested, every skill learned, every relationship built, they all compound exponentially over time. Your action step. Start something today that will compound. Invest $50 a month. Read 10 pages a day. Make one new meaningful connection a week. Small actions given time create massive results. Time in the market beats timing the market. Time learning beats sporadic effort. Time building relationships beats networking when you need something. This is the law that changed my life. Listen carefully. The wealthy don't take huge risks. They take smart risks where the potential upside massively outweighs the downside. This is called asymmetric risk. Visual. Scale showing small risk on one side, massive reward on other. Here's what I mean. Bad risk. Betting your entire savings on a single stock. You can lose 100% but only gain maybe 200%. Asymmetric risk. Spending $500 on an online course to learn a high-income skill. Worst case, you lose $500. Best case, that skill earns you an extra $50,000 per year for life. That's a 100.1 upside to downside ratio. The poor gamble. The middle class play it safe. The wealthy seek asymmetry. Real examples of asymmetric opportunities. Starting a side business with minimal upfront cost. Learning a skill that multiplies your income. Copywriting, sales, coding. Building an audience online. Costs time, but upside is unlimited. Buying assets when everyone else is fearful. Visual. 3 doors labeled gambling. Playing it safe, and asymmetric risk. I'll give you my personal example. I spent $200 on learning digital marketing. That investment has generated over $400,000 in revenue. That's asymmetric. The downside was manageable. The upside was extraordinary. Compare that to buying a $60,000 luxury car that loses $20,000 the moment you drive off the lot. Terrible asymmetry. All downside, zero upside. Start thinking like this. Before any decision, ask, what's the worst that can happen, and what's the best that can happen? If the best case is 10x or more than the worst case, and you can afford the worst case, that's probably a smart move. The wealthy bet small amounts on opportunities with unlimited upside. They protect their downside religiously, but leave their upside uncapped. Money sitting still is money dying. The wealthy understand that money needs to move to multiply. Here's the concept nobody teaches. It's not just about how much money you have, it's about how many times your money works for you in a year. Think about this. Person A has $100,000 sitting in a savings account, earning 0.5% interest. At the end of the year, they have $500. Person B has $50,000, but uses it to buy inventory for a product that sells with 100% markup. Reinvest the profits into more inventory. Do this 4 times in 1 year, year-end result. They turned $50,000 into $150,000 because their money moved 4 times. This is velocity. The speed at which your money circulates and generates returns. The middle class saves, the wealthy circulate. Real-world application. Real estate investors refinance properties to pull out equity and buy more properties, velocity. Business owners reinvest profits immediately into growth, velocity. Smart consumers use credit card points and cashback to fund investments, velocity. Even on a small scale, this matters. Instead of letting $1,000 sit in checking, put it in a high-yield savings account, then into index funds, then maybe into a side business opportunity. Keep it moving, keep it working. Your money should never take a vacation. If it's sitting idle, it's losing value to inflation. Make every dollar an employee that's actively working for you 24/7. The question isn't, how much money do I have? It's, how hard is my money working? Put your money to work. Increase its velocity. Watch it multiply. Here's the brutal truth. The system is designed to keep you financially ignorant. Schools teach you calculus but not how to budget. They teach you history but not how to invest. They teach you Shakespeare but not how taxes work. Why? Because educated consumers are harder to exploit. The wealth gap isn't just a money gap, it's a knowledge gap. The average millionaire reads 1 book per month. The average American reads 1 book per year. That's not a coincidence, that's cause and effect. Financial education is the ultimate asymmetric advantage. A $20 book can teach you a strategy that makes you $20,000. A $500 course can give you skills worth $500,000 over your lifetime. But here's what most people get wrong. They consume information but never implement. Learning without action is just entertainment. The wealthy don't just learn, they learn, apply, fail, adjust, and repeat. They treat their financial education like a compounding investment. What you need to learn. 1. How taxes actually work. This alone can save you thousands. 2. The difference between assets and liabilities. 3. How compound interest works, both for and against you. 4. Basic investing principles. 5. How to create multiple income streams. You don't need an economics degree. You need practical, actionable knowledge. Here's your action plan. Read 1 personal finance book this month. Listen to finance podcasts during your commute. Follow 5 financial education accounts. Practice what you learn with even $10. The ROI on financial education is infinite. Every dollar spent learning is worth 100x in earning and saving over your lifetime. Remember, school taught you how to work for money. Financial education teaches you how to make money work for you. The wealthy didn't stumble into wealth. They educated themselves into it. And now you're doing the same. Let's recap these 5 laws that schools never taught you. 1. The law of value creation. Stop trading time for money. Start creating scalable value. 2. The law of compound leverage. Small actions today compound into massive results tomorrow. 3. The law of asymmetric risk. Take smart bets where the upside crushes the downside. 4. The law of money velocity. Keep your money moving and working. 24/7. 5. The law of financial education. Knowledge is the highest ROI investment you'll ever make. Here's the thing. Knowing these laws means nothing without action. The wealthy aren't special. They just learned these principles and applied them consistently. You now have the same knowledge they have. The only difference between where you are and where you want to be is implementation. Start with one law, master it, then move to the next. Wealth isn't built overnight, but it is built with intention. If this video opened your eyes to how wealth really works, hit that like button and subscribe for more financial education that actually matters. Remember, you're not broke because you're lazy. You're broke because you were never taught these laws. Now you know them. Now you can apply them. Now you can build wealth. Your financial future starts now. Let's go build it together. The 5 laws of wealth no one taught you. Before we dive in, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's recap these 5 laws that schools never taught you. Your financial future starts now. Let's go build it together.